Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the Object 268 version 4 again. However, this time we have a lot of updated stats regarding the tank. Now, firstly, we're going to be taking a look at the armor again. Now, this is the armor from a perspective of a grill. Which is a tier 10 tank destroyer. Now, this is insane. Just look at the armor. Now, if you look at it straight, like directly, the armor is very strong, especially on the hull. The lower plate itself is like 330 mil or something like that, which means that medium tanks with gold may not be able to penetrate it with every single shot. Now, the upper part of the hull is also very strong. I think it's something like an enormous amount of millimeters, and I don't think anything can even penetrate it with gold, which is really shocking. Now, if we go onto the hull, however, not the hull, but the top of the hull, where the gun is located, if you turn it slightly, it does become very weak. So the tank is actually fairly well balanced in terms of armor, because as you can see here, if you do move the gun slightly, or if you turn slightly, you can already penetrate the tank straight into its face, which is a big disappointment, but at the same time, I think it's a necessary thing in order to kind of balance out the TD, because the other aspects of the tank are actually quite strong. Now, the alpha on this thing is going to be 690, so almost 700 per shot. That is monstrous, with a DPM of with a DPM of 3000, well, 2930. Which is really good, at least in my opinion, because the alpha does play a huge role. So having 3k is quite good, especially with an armor profile like this. You can peekaboo easily. A lot of tanks who may not be able to penetrate you, while you smack them for 700, easy. And this is the complete opposite of the 263, at least in my opinion. Now, in terms of mobility, it has a 45 km/h speed, which is amazing. It is Soviet, and backwards it goes 20, which is one of the best in the tier. It goes backwards 20 km/h, and that is really fast. Now, the traverse speed is quite mediocre, especially on soft terrain. On soft terrain, it's probably one of the worst, and on hard and medium terrain, it is, again, quite mediocre. Overall, the tank itself seems very good. The gun handling, again, is a tricky thing. It's not the best at anything. The dispersion is one of the worst in its tier, and I think it makes sense, and I hope the gun is actually fixed a bit. Maybe they can balance out the armor, because with a dispersion like this, it's one of the worst in the tier, and it's going to be horrendous to shoot from. The base aim time itself is okay. It's on par with other TDs. I'd say it's quite average. So overall, the gun itself is quite mediocre, the only exceptional thing being the alpha. However, in close quarter combat, this thing is going to smack you into pieces, because 700 in your face and you not penetrating back is quite a struggle, especially when this thing is very fast. It moves backwards quickly, and it moves forward quickly as well, in comparison to the E3 as well. Like, this tank is going to smack you and then you just go back while you don't pen it. Again, this is early information, so everything can change, but I hope that it stays more or less like this, because I'm really looking forward to the gameplay on this tank. But with that, Happy is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.